Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, guys, in this particular session, we are going to discuss our unit number 20th, which is all about term loan. Okay. So, when it comes to the term loan, आपका, as I said, कि जैसे कोई भी कंपनी आपका कंपनीज दे जनरली टेक टर्म लोन फॉर दी आपका कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग. ठीक है. सो बेसिकली इट इज समथिंग फॉर दी purchase or procurements of long-term assets, like let's say they have to set up one new plant, or they are doing some sort of expansion of their business, so they are making some sort of आपका additional office setups and all. ठीक है. तो जितने भी आपके लॉन्ग टर्म रिक्वायरमेंट्स आपके हैं कंपनीज उनके लिए, एंड देर आर समटाइम इट इज यूज फॉर दी वर्किंग कैपिटल ऑल्सो. ठीक है. एंड वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. तो जल्दी से आपका जो भी इसके इंपॉर्टेंट एरियाज हैं एज पर योर बुक दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. टर्म लोन आर जनरली यूज टू एक्वायर फिक्स एसेट लाइक property, plants, equipment, machinery, while working capital loan are used to maintain day-to-day operations. ठीक है. And term loans are usually for the long terms. आपका ठीक है. This is the core objective. ठीक है. In some cases, आपका working capital term loan are also available. ठीक है. In special cases, bank may provide term loan for the current asset, also known as working capital term loan. ठीक है. When the enterprise cannot bring in enough net working capital from its sources as well. It happened mostly in cases where their long term asset building is right. So like कई बार होता है ना, companies they have allocated their asset in a right direction. Their overall solvency things is fine, but due to some delays in inventories or आपका bills receivables, they are facing some sort of challenges. ठीक है. तो for those particular one, sometimes we generally allocate term loan or working capital term loan to the companies. But mostly when it comes to the term loan, it is आपका long term in nature, and it is generally given to companies for acquiring long term asset itself. ठीक है. So loan nature आपका working capital loan are usually for 1 year and payable on demands. Like we have cash credit, we have overdrafts or any other one. So whereas term loan are repaid as per the fixed schedule and are considered long-term assets. आपका ठीक है. Repayment consideration, term loan are repaid from future cash flows. Hence, the debt service coverage ratio (DSCR) is important here. In contrast, liquidity ratios are more significant in case of your working capital loan. So for that sake, we generally analyze companies' performance on the basis of their आपका नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल रेशियो और आपका करंट रेशियो, क्विक रेशियो एंड ऑल. ठीक है. पेमेंट शेड्यूल आपका टर्म लोन हैव वेरीड पेमेंट शेड्यूल्स. ठीक है. डिपेंडिंग ऑन द बोरोवर्स कैश सरप्लस, it can be EMI for salaried individual, seasonal repayments for farmers, और bullet payments आपका lump sum payments for industrial borrowers and all. ठीक है. So basic differences between term loan and working capital loan. I hope this is clear to everyone. And you guys can expect one question for 1 marks or half marks based on this particular classification. Usually when it comes to the term loan, so as we discussed, it is for the long term period, and the repayment that is generally done in the form of EMIs. But in case of working capital term loan, it is for short-term period up to 1 year, and to meet the short-term debt obligations of the company itself, and the repayment happen in a lump sum amounts and all. Okay? So difference between term loan appraisal and project appraisal. Okay? Term loan appraisal is आपका basically when we are sanctioning some loan to the customers. It can be any company or any individual. And आपका project appraisal आपका जैसे companies they are asking for loan for some specific project and all. So we generally check the viability of that particular project. ठीक है. कि कितना cash flow से आने वाले समय में हो सकता है. ठीक है. And the return on investments आपका और ROE basically that should be higher than the overall borrowing cost. ठीक है. And we should आपका make sure कि there will be like let's say that company is taking some sort of EMIs. ठीक है. तो जो EMIs के ऊपर आपका उसका जो burden है, that they can pay off through that particular project and all. ठीक है. So project appraisal which include like site visit और आपका the viability of that particular project. For that sake, we generally do economic analysis, आपका business analysis, business risk, market risk, everything we have to consider in that one. In case of आपका loan appraisal, that is आपका toward this link with the project itself, we have due diligence, KYC, credit ratings, and other things we generally follow in that particular one. Okay? So project appraisal involve evaluating all financial need of the enterprise, including working capital. It assesses the total long-term funds requirements, promoters' contribution, and lead to deciding the loan amounts. Term loan appraisals आपका for standalone purpose may not require such detailed evaluation, especially for smaller or less impactful purposes. ठीक है, like let's say कोई आपका छोटा मोटा लोन है तो वहां पे you do not have to go through the entire, you do not have to analyze the entire project and all. ठीक है, it is totally depend on the capacity or the scoring of that particular individual borrowers or the company borrowers. ठीक है, so depth of evaluation. ठीक है, so in project finance, detailed analysis such as techno-economic feasibility, IRR, internal rate of return, marginal competence is necessary. Let's say we are financing, there is some construction company who is creating or constructing some like housing project or some dam or airport or aapka highways and all. So we have to check the overall viability of that particular project. When company will start receiving cash, or आपका what is the past performances, the overall fundamentals of that particular company, the other आपका project, how they are doing with those particular project and everyone. So we have to make sure कि they should have a proper availability of cash in their business. ठीक है, तो अगर है other sources या others कैसे वो काम कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, what is the overall cash flows and all, so they can meet their debt obligation if we are investing in that kind of companies, right? But smaller companies के अंदर इतना challenge आपका नहीं आता. ठीक है, so in simple terms, machinery or personal loans, bank may only review the short-term projection, and these are basically we generally hypothecate them. So आपका कहीं ना कहीं if they'll default, we can take the position on those particular asset, and it is recoverable, right? And check the debt service coverage ratio to judge the repayment ability of the firm. Okay? So while the basic principle are similar, term loan appraisal is generally simpler than the full project appraisal, because in this particular situation we are analyzing the entire project, the viability of that particular project in long term. कि आपका what is the completion period, आपका then after completion period how it will generate the overall cash flow for the business, वो सारी चीजें आपको ध्यान रखनी है. बट टर्म लोन के अंदर थोड़ा सा इतनी सारी चीजें आपको देखने के लिए नहीं मिलेंगी. ठीक है, इट इज मोस्टली डिपेंड ऑन दी पास्ट बैलेंस शीट और द फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी एज वेल एज आपका दी ओवरऑल डेट. वी कैन यूज आपका डेट सर्विस कवरेज रेशियो, मतलब लॉन्ग टर्म आपका सॉल्वेंसी रेशियोज, बेसिकली वी कैन यूज दोज पर्टिकुलर वन. With that we can make analysis. But in case of project appraisal, it is depend on so many factors. The success of project is very important, and for success of that particular project we have so many elements, so we have to consider all those particular one. So now project appraisal what comes under this particular one. So project appraisal is a comprehensive evaluation of credit proposal and cover the following 8 key areas. First one is आपका prima facie acceptability appraisals. Ensure that proposed industry or activity compile with legal, regulatory and banking norms. Check risk guidelines and legal aspect like land uses, clearance and आपका sector acceptability and all. ठीक है, land जैसे हमने आपका डिस्कस किया ना, let's say we are financing to a project which is something related to construction of highways. तो अब इन दिस पर्टिकुलर केस समटाइम व्हाट हैपन, ठीक है, वो जो आपका लैंड क्लियरेंस है दैट बिकम अ सीरियस इशू. ठीक है, तो जिसकी वजह से देयर इज लॉन्ग डिलेज इन दी ओवरऑल क्लियरेंस और इवन इन दी प्रोजेक्ट. अगर 1 साल से भी डिले होता है, दैट मीन्स दैट कंपनी इज गोइंग टू जनरेट कैश फ्लोज आफ्टर 1 year. ठीक है, सो हाउ यू विल फिल दैट पर्टिकुलर गैप, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. ठीक है, मैनेजमेंट अप्रेजल आपका. ठीक है, so evaluate the competence, integrity and experiences of promoters or the management itself. So what is the past experiences of that particular company, or else like who all are the part of the board of directors, और कैसे उनके overall holding है and all. It emphasize the 5 C's आपका, जैसे character, capacity, capital, collateral and conditions. These we have discussed 7 C's, 5 C's in our first unit itself. I hope you guys remember. Pre-sanction check include interview, site visit and KYC compliances. Then third one is environmental appraisal आपका, ठीक है, assess the environmental impact and ensure require legal clearance are obtained, ठीक है, जैसे pollution से हो सकता है या फिर land related issues हो सकते हैं या others, ठीक है, तो that is again a major concern, ठीक है. So in project appraisal, like this is very complicated one, and usually it is for long term, and there are so many stakeholders which are generally involved in this one. So we have to, as a banker, we have to be very careful around this one, and even the money we are going to invest in that particular project, that is comparatively आपका higher than the term loans आपका, ठीक है. Then next one आपका economic appraisal studies macroeconomic factor affecting the project success, look at market demands, competition and long term viability. So we have market appraisal team, analyze product demands, target customers, pricing trend and competition, evaluate whether there is a sufficient demand for the proposed product or services or not. Technical appraisal आपका review technical aspect like process suitability, availability of raw material, infrastructure, technology, ensure the technical feasibility of the project and financial appraisal. Review the financial viability and sustainability of the project, analyze past financial performance in case of existing business. So when it comes to the project appraisal आपका, ठीक है, so we have to fundamentally test a company by on the basis of these 8 different grounds आपका, ठीक है. Very important one, please do remember these particular one, ठीक है. So project appraisal is bit complicated compared to your term loan. Term loan is something आपका, there is a company who is taking loan, they are raising some sort of debt. It can be आपका, it can be simply based on the credit worthiness of that particular firm. But in case of project appraisal, where your EMIs repayments depend on the success of that particular project, okay? So then we have to be very careful and we have to do some sort of analysis of the overall viability of that particular project itself, okay? Now they say आपका, this is given in your book itself, ठीक है, तो जहाँ पे like cost of project and mean of financing, ठीक है. So let's say how we can analyze a project and while we are doing the project appraisal, ठीक है. So like it is आपका land site development, which is cost of the project, ठीक है. These are the cost component of the project, ठीक है. Building and other civil work, plant and machinery, furniture, fixture, ठीक है, vehicle equipments, primary and pre operative expenses, ठीक है. Interest during the construction, ठीक है. Then we have contingencies and working capital margin, and for these one we'll be requiring some sort of finance like land side, this share capital can be existing and infusion, ठीक है. Building and other आपका reserve and surplus, these requirement, ठीक है, these are the kind of cost of the project and these are the basic requirements of a project, and these requirement can be met with these particular tools आपका, ठीक है. Reserve and surplus, we have plant and machinery, internal accruals during the construction, ठीक है. We have capital subsidy, we have vehicle आपका, ठीक है, USL from the promoters, friend or relatives, term loans आपका, ठीक है, deferred payment guarantee and subordinated debt. So these are the sources आपका from where companies usually they fulfill their requirements. Usually they generally fulfill their requirements to meet these particular one, ठीक है. चलो now अब यहाँ से the most important part will start from here itself, जहाँ पे we have break even point analysis, we have your margin of safety, we have contribution calculation, we have cost volume profit analysis, ठीक है. तो वो सब portion आपका start होगा. So you have to be very patient, you have to learn these particular things very carefully, because you guys are going to face some sort of case studies around those particular one. All right guys, so estimate of cost of production and profitability, ठीक है. So cost of production overall आपका, that we generally do with the help of, like it can be contract costing or job costing. Mostly it is contract costing because it is long term project. Let's say if we are financing there is a company, let's say Adani Enterprise, they are building an airport, okay? So if they are building that airport, obviously it is not an overnight journey, okay? So they will be requiring 3 years 5 years to build that particular one, okay? Let's say that project is for 10,000 crore rupees and you are going to finance that particular one. Okay? So it can be solely or it can be a syndicated loan. Now in this particular situation, we have like first we have to go through that project finance appraisal stages and all. After that, we have to check the overall viability and profitability of that particular business. ठीक है कि आपका like we'll do cost volume profit analysis, we'll do break even when this company will meet the break even things and all, ठीक है, और the other areas also. ठीक है, तो ये बहुत important area है. ठीक है, basically it is part of the cost accounting. We'll discuss that particular one in detail. ठीक है, so first आपका fundamentals, estimate of cost of production and profitability. Profitability, this we generally use आपका cost volume profit analysis, which is profit is equal to your आपका sales, ठीक है, सेल्स माइनस कॉस्ट. बट दिस इज नॉट एज सिंपल एज दैट. ठीक है, सेल्स आपका, ठीक है, हाउ यू कैलकुलेट सेल्स. ठीक है, सो सेल्स इज इक्वल टू आपका इट इज सेलिंग प्राइस इनटू नंबर्स. ठीक है, सेलिंग प्राइस इनटू नंबर्स. एंड कॉस्ट आपका व्हेन इट कम्स टू द कॉस्ट, इट इज इक्वल टू फिक्स कॉस्ट प्लस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट. ठीक है, फिक्स कॉस्ट विच रिमेन फिक्स आपका थ्रू आउट द पीरियड, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट आपका विच वेरी विद द नंबर्स. ठीक है, देन वी हैव if it comes to the variable cost is equal to वेरिएबल कॉस्ट पर यूनिट. ठीक है, पर यूनिट इनटू नंबर्स आपका. ठीक है, सो विद दिस वे we'll calculate the cost volume profit analysis. For break even points, first we have to calculate your contribution. ठीक है, basically break even point is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution. How you calculate contribution? Contribution is equal to selling price minus variable cost. So these are some areas. Then margin of safety आपका, or even sometime we use आपका in case of contract costing, we have to profit to date, or these kind of calculation are generally part of this particular one. ठीक है, so one by one we'll be discussing these one. So this assessment determine whether the business can produce goods at cost low enough to generate sufficient profit margin in a competitive market. Basically the idea is कि like आपका, let's say if we are investing something, ठीक है, let's say our overall on an average borrowing cost is 7% or 10%, our ROA should be higher than that particular one. ठीक है, तो for that one we generally use different capital investment appraisals method. Majorly we go for the net present value method. ठीक है, so NPV आपका जो सबसे ज्यादा यूज होता है, and your NPV outcome should be greater than equal to 0 आपका. ठीक है, और आपका greater than 1 आप you can simply say it, or it can be आपका greater than 0 आपका. ठीक है, if it is less than 0, reject that particular project. If your NPV is less than 0 on that particular project, there is no point to invest or finance in that particular project. Okay? And if it is आपका greater than 0, that means your NPV will be in positive numbers. You can accept that particular one. जहां पे जितना हायर एनपीवी होगा उतनी ज्यादा प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी होगी. ठीक है, देन इफ इट इज इक्वल टू 0, वी कैन, if we want to invest, we can test through the IRR. ठीक है, internal rate of return methods, we can calculate the profitability. So a borrower's loan repayment capacity depend on their ability to generate a surplus and operations. Profitability statement are based on assumptions that must be validated against industry conditions. Now this point is why this point is mentioned here. Because like see, that company is going to deliver that particular project or complete that particular project in next 5 years or 10 years. We are doing some sort of assumption. These जितने ज्यादा आपकी assumptions accurate होंगे उतनी ज्यादा आपकी चीजें सही डायरेक्शन में जाएंगी. ठीक है, like if your assumption is completely wrong, let's say as per your assumptions or appraisals things, the NPV was आपका 10, but when it comes to the reality it was in negative. That means that company is going to make some sort of losses, and if company will make losses, that means their financial health will come down and there is a risk will be in the repayments of loan and all. ठीक है, so this assumption should be आपका जो भी assumptions company के द्वारा दिए जा रहे हैं all, as a banker we have to validate those particular one. We have to compare with the industry or even that entire analysis of economy and others. ठीक है, the profitability is assessed over entire project duration और लोन रीपेमेंट पीरियड आपका विच एवर इज लॉन्गर. ठीक है, सो ये स्टेटमेंट आपको मिलेंगे एग्जाम्स में. ठीक है, सो एंटायर प्रोजेक्ट ड्यूरेशन लाइक इफ इट इज फॉर 5 years और आपका लोन रीपेमेंट, इफ योर लोन इज फॉर 3 years, let's say you are going getting back that money within 3 years, then 3 years is deadline for you. But if it is आपका for 5 years, your loan period, they have taken loan for 10 years, so you have to check the profitability or viability of that particular project for 10 years. Even for the company also, ठीक है, because we will get our money back within these particular periods. So key factors in estimating cost and profitability that include install capacity. Do they have that enough capacity to execute that particular project or not, ठीक है, तो उनका मतलब आपने प्रोजेक्ट तो ले लिया, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, ठीक है, कंपनीज दे टेक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, देन आपका दे फेल्ड इन डिलीवरी, इफ दे फेल ऑब्वियसली गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट गोइंग टू पे देम, अगर गवर्नमेंट पे नहीं करेगी या जो भी आपका पार्टी है वो नहीं पे करेगी, ऑब्वियसली दे आपका डिफॉल्ट, नंबर ऑफ शिफ्ट एंड वर्किंग डेज आपका, ठीक है, कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन, हाउ दे आर यूजिंग रिसोर्सेज, प्रोडक्ट मिक्स आपका, क्वांटिटी एंड प्राइस ऑफ इनपुट, quantity and price of output, unit cost of production, labor and other direct cost, ठीक है, so basically these are the components which we will use here आपका, ठीक है, वो cost volume profit analysis के अंदर we are going to use these particular one, ठीक है. So now commercial appraisal आपका assess the business ability to generate enough profit to a service its debt in term of time and quantity. Even if all other appraisals are favorable, poor commercial viability can lead to a loan default and all, ठीक है, तो 7 we have discussed earlier, this is the 8th one आपका, ठीक है, so this should be 8th one आपका, जैसे हमने आपका डिस्कस किया था ना, these were the 7, ठीक है, ओवरऑल we have 8 key areas, 1, ठीक है, आपका प्राइमरी फेसिया, ठीक है, लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट्स एंड ऑल, मैनेजमेंट अप्रेजल्स, ओवरऑल कंपनीज, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स एंड ऑल, 3 आपका एनवायरमेंटल, 4th आपका इकोनॉमिक, 5th वन आपका मार्केट, 6th वन आपका टेक्निकल एंड 7th इज आपका फाइनेंशियल. नाउ इट कम्स टू द फाइनल आपका, दैट इज 8th वन, दैट इज योर कमर्शियल अप्रेजल, एंड दैट इज one of the most important and significant role in the overall project appraisal, because it is directly linked with the profitability of that particular business. कि आपने सब कुछ बढ़िया आपके फेवर में है, but if you are not generating money from that particular one, it is useless for us, because we are not going to invest our money in such areas where we might face these kind of defaults and all, ठीक है, तो basically this part is the most important. So we have to focus on ability to repay the loan, a cuisine or a fallback in case of non-repayments, ठीक है, cuisine or fallback means आपका like the collaterals and others, and how if we are lending in these kind of things, so what additional things we have or what plan we have to recover that particular money and all, ठीक है. So for this one आपका for commercial appraisal we apply break even analysis आपका, ठीक है. So when it comes to the break even points, it is a point of no profit no loss आपका, ठीक है. Let's say the overall cost is 10 crore and the overall revenue generated is 10 crore, ठीक है, the overall cost is 10,000 crore and the overall revenue generated by the company is 10,000 crore, ठीक है, this is the minimum benchmark which we require, ठीक है, क्यों, because if the like let's say if you are not going to meet that cost, that means you are in loss, your business is at risk, and how you'll repay the money, ठीक है. So total cost is equal to total sales revenue, no profit no loss, that is generally known as your break even point, used to assess commercial health and determine when loan repayment can start it, ठीक है, so that is known. Key concept आपका to calculate break even point, we have fixed cost does not vary with the production, like we have property, plants, equipments and all these kind of things, ठीक है, these are the fixed cost आपका, ठीक है, जैसे आपका that manufacturing plant or whatever it is, ठीक है, so they are generally part of the fixed cost, ठीक है, and which remain fixed आपका, which does not vary with the number of output आपका, that is variable cost, ठीक है, variable, let's say we are any company who come up with the project आपका, they want to establish a manufacturing plant for markers. So अब ये जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लान का ओवरऑल सेटअप है, दैट इज जनरली बेस्ड ऑन दिस मार्कर आपका, जैसे मशीन आपका लेआउट, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, एवरीथिंग, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ दिस वन, ठीक है. नाउ if you produce one marker, that means the plastic required for this one marker, ink required for one marker, and that is your one marker cost. If let's say it is 10 rupees, if you आपका produce 100, so 10 into 100. If you produce 1 lakh, 1 lakh into 10 आपका, ठीक है. If you 10 lakh, 10 lakh into 10 आपका, that is variable cost which vary with the numbers, but that fixed cost आपका, that manufacturing capacity which we have built up, that remain fixed over the time, ठीक है. Variable cost which vary with the numbers आपका, total cost आपका is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost, ठीक है. Profit start only after covering the fixed cost through the production beyond a certain volume, that is आपका, that certain numbers or volume is your break even point, ठीक है. तो if you are above the break even point, that means the company is going to generate profit. If they are below, that means they are in loss. ठीक है. So अब यहाँ पे there are some things, a few pointers which are generally required to understand. ठीक है. So first I'll give you a basic understanding around this one. ठीक है. So as I said, we have profit is equal to your sales. Please make your understanding for this one very clear cut. Sales minus cost आपका. ठीक है. Sales minus cost. Now sales, how you will calculate sales आपका. ठीक है. How you will calculate sales? So sales is equal to, ठीक है, sales is equal to your selling price. ठीक है. Selling price into numbers. ठीक है. Number of unit आपका. ठीक है. Number of unit we sold. ठीक है. When it come to cost आपका, ठीक है, cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. ठीक है. And variable cost is equal to your variable cost per unit into number of unit. ठीक है. Number of unit. So let's say I'll take one example so we can have a better understanding. ठीक है. So let's say there is a company XYZ. ठीक है. They are producing this marker and their selling price is 100 rupees and आपका selling price is 100 rupees. ठीक है. Number of units sold आपका, ठीक है, number of units sold, आपका cost, let's say आपका fixed cost is 5 lakh rupees. ठीक है. And variable cost per unit is suppose that आपका 30 rupees. ठीक है. 30 rupees and number of units sold. ठीक है. Unit sold is suppose that how much? Suppose that 1 lakh. ठीक है. So now these are the number. Based on this, you have to calculate the profit of this particular organization. First thing, we can calculate the profitability easily आपका. ठीक है. First thing आपका, so profit is equal to sales minus cost. So their cost is आपका sale is, first of all, sale is, so sale is equal to 100 into 1 lakh. ठीक है. 1 lakh into 100. ठीक है. So this is the sales. ठीक है. Cost आपका, when it comes to the cost, ठीक है, fixed cost is how much? 5 lakh. ठीक है. 5 lakh is fixed cost plus variable cost. Now how you will calculate variable cost? Variable cost is per unit is 30 into आपका how many units they have sold? 1 lakh. ठीक है. 30 lakhs आपका. ठीक है. So it is आपका 30 lakhs. So overall cost is how much? 35 lakhs. ठीक है. 35 lakhs and this is आपका कितना हो जाएगा ये? 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore. ठीक है. 1 crore आपका. ठीक है. If I'm wrong somewhere, please do correct, but you have to build your understanding for this one. ठीक है. So now you know the profit. ठीक है. So overall sale is 1 crore and the cost is 35 crores. ठीक है. So 35 lakh आपका. That means they have a made a profit of 65 lakh on this particular one. ठीक है. तो their overall profit is 65 lakh in this particular case. अगर कोई calculation error है तो देख लेना. ठीक है. But this is the things आपका. अब यहाँ से if you have to calculate the break even point. ठीक है. So based on this, if you have to check the break even point of this particular company, so how we calculate break even point? It is fixed cost divided by contribution. ठीक है. Now I'll let you know how to calculate contribution. So contribution आपका, इसका नाम ही है contribution. It is contribution toward the recovery of fixed cost आपका. ठीक है. Contribution toward the recovery of fixed cost. ठीक है. Toward the recovery of fixed cost. How we calculate this one? ठीक है. It is आपका selling price minus आपका variable cost. तो selling price was how much? 100 rupees. Variable cost is this. ठीक है. So 100 minus 30 आपका. So it is equal to कितना हो जाएगा? 70. So 70 rupees is your आपका contribution. ठीक है. Now you can easily calculate this one. Fixed cost was how much? 5 lakh divided by 70. कितना होता है? Now I'll use calculator. ठीक है. So क्या होता है आपका? You can use by virtual calculators also. ठीक है. Divide by 70. So it is आपका 7143. ठीक है. अगर हम इसको if we round off, it comes around 7143 आपका. ठीक है. 7143. The exact number is आपका 7142.85 आपका. ठीक है. So this is the number. So this is आपका, this is unit. ठीक है. This is unit. They need to sell this one. ठीक है. This is the volume they need to sell. If you'll come to the overall, these मतलब this company need to sell 7143 यूनिट्स आपका, ठीक है। इनको इतने यूनिट सेल करने होंगे, अगर आप इसका वॉल्यूम निकालेंगे तो इट इज आपका 7143 इंटू कितना था हमारा सेलिंग प्राइस आपका 100, अच्छा ओके, इंटू 100 आपका, सो इट इज देयर वॉल्यूम इज 7,14,300, ठीक है, 7,14,300 इज देयर आपका वॉल्यूम, ठीक है, जहां से आपका दैट इज देयर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट वॉल्यूम आपका। देयर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट इन यूनिट्स मींस, इसका सिंपल सा मतलब क्या है, दिस कंपनी नीड टू सेल 7,443 यूनिट्स, so if they'll sell that particular one at 100 rupees, they'll make sure their break even point is met, ठीक है। तो उनका ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट आपका नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस में आ जाएंगे। इससे ऊपर जितने भी यूनिट आपका, वन सिंगल यूनिट आपका, दैट विल बी द प्रॉफिट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर कंपनी। इससे नीचे जितने भी यूनिट आपका, दैट इज द लॉस ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी आपका, ठीक है। सो हाउ वी कैलकुलेट ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट आपका, दिस इज लिंक विद दिस वन। नाउ वन अनदर थिंग, ठीक है, कई बार वो आपको पूछेगा कि दे विल गिव सम सिचुएशन, इफ कंपनी इंक्रीज देयर सेलिंग प्राइस, ठीक है, इफ कंपनी इंक्रीज देयर सेलिंग प्राइस फ्रॉम 100 to 120 आपका, ठीक है, सो व्हाट विल बी द इम्पैक्ट ऑन ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, ऑब्वियसली ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट विल कम डाउन, ठीक है। तो ये जो 7000 नंबर्स हैं, ऑब्वियसली इट विल कम डाउन, बिकॉज आपका हम क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे फिर 120, मतलब आर कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन विल चेंज, कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन कितना हो जाएगा, 120 माइनस 30, 90 हो जाएगा, तो आपका 5 लाख डिवाइड बाय 90, ऑब्वियसली दिस नंबर विल बी एट लेसर साइड। वन अनदर थिंग अराउंड दिस पर्टिकुलर वन इज योर मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी, ठीक है। मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी इज अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी, हाउ वी कैलकुलेट मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी, ठीक है। देखो मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी को हम लोग कैसे कैलकुलेट कर रहे होते हैं, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट होना, ध्यान रखिएगा, ठीक है। सो मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी इज आपका estimated sales minus your break even sales divide by estimated sales into 100. This is the formula for margin of safety. Margin of safety is basically, मतलब ये कंपनी जिसको they have to sell आपका 7,143 यूनिट्स, नाउ दे आर टारगेटिंग कि वी विल सेल आपका 10,000 यूनिट, हम कितने यूनिट बेचेंगे आपका 10,000, ठीक है। तो दिस गैप इज बेसिकली, दिस इज द मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर बिजनेस, ठीक है। दे आर टेकिंग अ मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी ऑफ दिस दीज नंबर्स, अगर अमाउंट में निकालोगे तो इनटू आपका वॉट एवर योर सेलिंग प्राइस इट इज, ठीक है। तो मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी इज बेसिकली बिलो विच योर प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इज नो मोर, ठीक है, और योर प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी इज एट रिस्क, ठीक है, बिकॉज बिलो विच मींस आपका मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी से नीचे क्या आ जाएगा, your आपका that is generally known as you breach your break even point, ठीक है। So hope this is clear। अगर आपको ये चीज समझ में आ गया है तो थियोरेटिकली बहुत आसान है, ठीक है। एवरीथिंग आई हैव कवर्ड विद दिस पर्टिकुलर एग्जांपल, ठीक है। तो कंट्रीब्यूशन आपका सेलिंग प्राइस माइनस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट आपका फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय कंट्रीब्यूशन, ठीक है, जैसे यहाँ पे एक एग्जांपल भी दे रखा है, ठीक है। प्रोडक्शन बियॉन्ड ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट कंट्रीब्यूट टू प्रॉफिट आपका, ठीक है। दिस एक्सेस इज कॉल्ड मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी, ठीक है। जैसा हमारा 7,000 आपका ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट था, 7,000 यूनिट्स, एंड वी आर हैविंग, लेट्स से वी प्रोड्यूस 10,000, तो दिस इज आवर मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी, ठीक है। ये हमारी क्या है, मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी है। बिजनेसेस दे डू दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स कि भैया 7,000 इज योर डेडलाइन, इससे नीचे तो आप सर्वाइव ही नहीं कर पाओगे, सो वी आर टारगेटिंग दिस नंबर, ठीक है। ये हमारी एस्टिमेटेड सेल्स है, और आपका दिस इज ब्रेक इवन सेल्स, जो भी जितना भी ब्रेक इवन से ऊपर है दैट इज योर मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी, ठीक है। वो आपको प्रोटेक्ट कर रहा है प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी के लिए, बट हाँ इफ यू ब्रीच दैट पर्टिकुलर वन यू विल बी इन लॉस, ठीक है। सो ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट के लेवल्स आपका यहाँ पे दिए गए हैं, ठीक है। इफ इट इज लेस देन 50, आपका लेस देन 50% हेल्दी, आपका 51 to 60% इट इज आपका लो रिस्क, 66 to 70 मीडियम रिस्क, 71 to 85 हाई रिस्क, एंड मोर देन 85 इट इज वेरी हाई रिस्क, ठीक है। तो ये आपका लेवल इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन, एंड यू हैव टू मेमोराइज दिस, ठीक है। ये आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा दोस्तों, ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ ऐसे पॉइंट्स पे क्वेश्चन बहुत बार आपको देखने के लिए मिलेंगे, ठीक है। चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं। अप्रेजल एंड फाइनेंसिंग ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट, अब नया टॉपिक, ठीक है। सो फार व्हाट वी हैव डन, appraisal of project finance, ठीक है। So we have 8 elements, 8 components, and we just done with that particular one. Now we'll move forward. Definition in sector आपका पहले अब किसके लिए है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए, ठीक है। So infrastructure project are defined by the Ministry of Finance through the gazette notification. ठीक है, gazetted notification. As per the notification dated 8 April 2016, the following are qualify for the infrastructure project. कौन कौन से? जैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट है, ठीक है, रोड ब्रिज आपका 10, आपका इनलैंड वाटरवेज, एयरपोर्ट, आपका रेलवे ट्रैक्स, टनल्स, ठीक है, या अदर्स. एनर्जी आपका इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेशन, ट्रांसमिशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, आपका ऑयल गैस, एलएनजी, स्टोरेज एंड गैस पाइपलाइंस. ठीक है, वाटर एंड सैनिटेशन आपका, ठीक है, सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, वाटर सप्लाई ट्रीटमेंट्स, कम्युनिकेशन आपका टेलीकम्युनिकेशंस इंक्लूडिंग फिक्स नेटवर्क्स, टेलीकॉम टावर्स एंड सर्विसेज. सोशल एंड कमर्शियल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर आपका जैसे एजुकेशन, आपका स्टार रेटेड होटल्स, इंडस्ट्रियल पीक्स, कॉस्ट स्टोरेज, लार्ज होटल्स एंड कन्वेंशन सेंटर्स आपका, ठीक है, वेयर ग्रेटर देन 200 to 300 crore rupees कॉस्ट आपका. स्पेशल, सो दीज आर द एरियाज आपका विच आर जनरली कैटेगराइज एज अ infrastructure project by the Ministry of Finance. Special feature for infrastructure project आपका long gestation period आपका, because like the completion period of these particular project is like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years and all. ठीक है, so that gestation period is very long. ठीक है, because that company will start generating profit or income after 3 years or after 5 years. Then only they will be able to repay the amount. ठीक है, so that's why this high debt to equity ratio, because to finance or to construct those particular project they have to take a debt obviously, so their आपका debt to equity ratio will be at higher side. Extended payback period also, ठीक है, because 3 years there is no income, so that is why. ठीक है, so while the basic appraisal principle remain the same as we have discussed earlier, 8 principle, as other project infrastructure project require additional consideration as per the RBI guidelines. ठीक है, so now type of bank financing for infrastructure project, will come to RBI guidelines also. Bank can provide various form of finance such as working capital, term loan, project finance, debenture, bonds, equity participation. These can be either funded or non-funded facilities. ठीक है, तो जिसमें की फाइनेंसिंग टाइप आपका टेक आउट फाइनेंसिंग, जहाँ पे लाइक आपका basically we are taking money from DFIs आपका, ठीक है, और we are lending to this particular one, so we have some sort of risk sharing and all. ठीक है, so take out finance, bank collaborate with institution like IDFC or other DFIs, help manage long term funding by allowing bank to transfer the loan to another institutions after a certain period. ठीक है, इंटर इंस्टीट्यूशनल गारंटी आपका, ठीक है, बैंक में इश्यू गारंटी फॉर अदर लैंडर्स in infrastructure project. The issuing bank must have at least 5% of funded stake in the projects and perform due diligence and monitoring. ठीक है, financing promoters equity, normally promoters equity should come from their own funds आपका. RBI allow exceptions for acquiring promoters shares in companies engaged in infrastructure under the strict conditions and all. ठीक है, so apart from this, conditions of exceptions for financing promoters equity, this is again very important one, so many time you'll see question based on this particular one. Okay, so only for infrastructure companies and where existing promoters are willing to invest as per the SEBI norms. Okay, specialized entities आपका set up to revive the troubled companies can be financed with assessment of risk and debt to equity ratio not exceeding 3:1 आपका. ठीक है, no defaulters, promoters and directors should not be defaulter to banks or financial institutions. Promoters conditions limit आपका, ठीक है, bank finance should not exceed 50% of the funds required for the acquiring shares. Security must be backed by assets of the companies company being acquired with shares accepted only as additional, not primary security. Margin requirements, stipulated margin must be maintained by banks at all time. Loan tenures आपका minimum 7 years unless exception are approved by the banks. Legal compliance आपका subject to section 19(2) of BR Act 1949. Exposure limit, acquisition of equity must be within a 40% cap of the bank net worth. Approvals आपका proposal must be approved by the बैंक बोर्ड आपका, ठीक है। सो दीज आर सम की गाइडलाइंस, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन। ऐसी चीजें देखो, ये चीजें ऐसी है ना, मतलब अगर आप खुद से भी पढ़ोगे तो भी समझ में आ जाएगा, ठीक है। एंड वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग, जब हम इनको सॉल्व करते हैं ना तो वहां पे कुछ ना कुछ, देखो 40% का 50% लिखा होगा, दैट विल बी कंफ्यूजिंग, ठीक है। 30% लिखा होगा, याद है। तो दिस यू कैन सॉल्व थ्रू द प्रैक्टिस आपका, ठीक है। जैसे आपका डेट टू इक्विटी रेशियो इज आपका 3.1, तो ये थोड़ा सा ना चीजें आपको प्रैक्टिस से जितना ज्यादा करोगे उतनी ज्यादा याद होंगी, ठीक है। सो अप्रेजल एंड प्रूडेंशियल रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर फाइनेंसिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट, ठीक है। पहला आपका ड्यू डिलिजेंस बाय बैंक, इवन फॉर प्रोजेक्ट्स बाय government owned entities, bank must assess the project viability thoroughly, ठीक है। अगर गवर्नमेंट प्रोजेक्ट भी है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कैन नॉट रिप्लेस प्रॉपर क्रेडिट अप्रेजल, ठीक है। अप्रेजल शुड बी independent of any standing payments instructions from the RBI or other banks. SPVs, we can create SPVs आपका, ठीक है। Many infrastructure projects are financed by SPV, special purpose vehicles, requiring specialized appraisal skills. Bank should evaluate risk, contract and credit worthiness of all involved entities in the SPV आपका, ठीक है। Bank may create specialized committees to these evaluations. In large project with multiple financial bank may rely on lead banks appraisals or jointly appraise the project, ठीक है। So lead bank means आपका जिसका maximum contribution, and lead bank who is generally arranging other banks आपका in this case, ठीक है। Prudential requirements, capital adequacy. Bank must follow RBI guidelines under the capital adequacy framework for risk weighting infrastructure loans. Asset liability management, infrastructure project financing can cause asset liability mismatch due to long gestation period. Here, bank must match funding tenures with asset duration to prevent liquidity risk. Administrative arrangement आपका timely and assured credit flow. Bank should streamline proposal processing and avoid delays. They must set up a proper monitoring and tracking system to ensure funds are used as intended, ठीक है। there is no chipponing of funds as well, ठीक है। so take out finance आपका, take out finance or liquidity support. So mechanism is enable bank to lend to infrastructure without long term asset liability mismatch by allowing another institution like IDFC to refinance loan after a certain period, ठीक है। this is something आपका, there is bank is working as a mediator between आपका construction company और आपका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कंपनी एंड आपका इंस्टीट्यूशन लाइक आईडीएफसी और एनी अदर डीएफआईज, ठीक है। सो स्ट्रक्चर एग्रीमेंट आर मेड विद इंस्टीट्यूशंस लाइक IDFC, SBI for refinancing. IDFC would repay the bank and assume the credit risk. Product benefits आपका, ठीक है। This help manage a risk and liquidity while supporting infrastructure financing and all, ठीक है। So for infrastructure we have IDFC and we can refinance through that particular one, and even we have syndication of loan also. There is one another facility, it should be part of this one, ठीक है। So partial credit enhance to corporate bonds, ठीक है। So purpose आपका improve the credit ratings and marketability of bond issued by the companies or SPV for infrastructure funding, ठीक है। RBI framework for this particular one is allow bank to provide PCE, that is the partial credit enhancement, ठीक है, up to 50% of bond issue size, but only 20% can be unconditional support and remaining 30% must be आपका contingent in nature, ठीक है। Eligibility bond must be rated at least triple B minus, ठीक है, at least triple B minus आपका, ठीक है, initially and triple B plus after enhancement, ठीक है। PCE can't be offered to bonds not rated or intangible by the SEBI आपका, ठीक है। So these are very important factors around the PCE, ठीक है। So partial credit enhancement to corporate bonds, basically they can finance their projects and all with this particular route also, ठीक है। And these guidelines which we need to meet आपका, ठीक है। So bank exposure, PCE exposure should be treated as funded credit exposure, ठीक है। The full amount must be provisioned and capitalized. Risk sharing, term of support, default triggers, and fund sharing should be clearly agreed upon before bond issuance, ठीक है। So one another mode आपका financing of cost overruns, ठीक है। So standby credit facility, globally lenders provide standby credit facility which is similar to आपका standby is आपका kind of financial guarantee because there are some country like US, आपका UK, there is no financial guarantee can be provided by institutions. So the replacement terms of financial guarantee is आपका standby credit facility. ठीक है, usually we like in case of LC and all, we generally use this one. ठीक है, so financial closure to fund cost overruns. ठीक है, this was only by overcome occurs when overcome occurs. ठीक है, these are included in project risk assessment and share the repayment terms with base project loans and all. ठीक है, मतलब like we are instantly basically infrastructure companies, they are entering into a contract with the banks or financial institutions for आपका cost overruns. ठीक है, so जैसे let's say estimated cost is 1000 crores. Now when we executed that particular project, there is a realization कि the actual cost is 1200 crores. So now from where we'll arrange that 200 crore. That 200 crores can be managed through the आपका cost overrun contract with the banks. ठीक है, so these are the pre-approved standby facility. If bank have sanctioned such facility during our initial financing closures, they may finance cost overrun as per the agreed terms. ठीक है, post financial closure closure cost overruns. ठीक है, in initial pre-finance आपका predetermined condition and all. ठीक है, if initial closure did not account for the overruns, bank may still finance them due to DCCO extension up to 2 years for infrastructure and 1 year for non-infrastructure project without classifying the loan as restructured asset. आप please do remember this one, very important statement आपका. ठीक है, बहुत important है, ध्यान रखिएगा examinations के लिए. ठीक है, so if these conditions are met, so now what are the conditions? We have given 5 conditions. पहला, only interest during the construction can be funded if delays अगर. ठीक है, so only interest during the constructions can be funded if delays. ठीक है, तो भी like we are not charging and all. ठीक है, interest आपका only will be charged. ठीक है, other overrun आपका excluding IDC can be funded up to 10% of original project cost आपका. ठीक है, अगर 1000 करोड़ है that means 100 crore is the maximum. ठीक है, debt to equity ratio from initial closure must remain unchanged or improve in lenders favor आपका. ठीक है, मीन्स कम होना चाहिए आपका debt to equity ratio. ऐसा नहीं कि उसने और भी debt ले लिया तो that will be issue. Fund for overrun to be dispersed only after promoters contribute their shares. ठीक है, all other loan term must remain unchanged or improved for the lenders आपका. ठीक है, so these are the one. 10% ceiling if it comes to this 10% cost overrun ceiling apply to all overruns except IDC. ठीक है, including those due to currency fluctuation or extended DCCO. ठीक है, a company's total fixed asset आपका 1,50,000 and variable cost is आपका 30,000. ठीक है, the selling price 50. what is the break even sale? आप लोग बताओ इसको. ये मैंने आपको सारी चीजें बताई थी वहां पे. ठीक है, डिटेल में बताया था कौन कौन सी सारी चीजों का मतलब है जो आपको बिल्कुल याद रखनी है. जैसे कंट्रीब्यूशन. ठीक है, किसी को नहीं पता तो प्लीज बताइएगा. कंट्रीब्यूशन. ठीक है, देन वी हैव ब्रेक इवन सेल, ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. देन वी हैव आपका कॉस्ट वॉल्यूम प्रॉफिट एनालिसिस एंड वी हैव मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी. ठीक है, मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी. तो हमने जब आपका प्रोजेक्ट अप्रेजल पढ़ा था. ठीक है, व्हेन वी हैव गॉन थ्रू दैट प्रोजेक्ट अप्रेजल, there are 8 appraisals. The 8th one is commercial appraisal. ठीक है, and that is the most important. अगर आपके साथ बोल रहे हैं कि previous 7 appraisals are saying कि everything is good, but 8th one is saying कि no, there is something missing with this particular project, we reject that particular project. तो इतना important है आपका commercial appraisal आपका. ठीक है, because that commercial appraisal will make sure the profitability of from that particular project कि are they going to meet the profitability things or not, right? So वहां से आपका कि कमर्शियल अप्रेजल से हमें पता चलता है कि ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट क्या है, कितने साल में ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट को अचीव करेंगे, कहां से प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी जनरेट करेगा. जब प्रॉफिट होगा तभी उस प्रोजेक्ट पे आपको पैसा मिलना वापस होगा. दैट इज द पॉइंट, राइट? तो क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर इस क्वेश्चन का? कंपनी फिक्स कॉस्ट इज आपका 1,50,000. वेरिएबल कॉस्ट आपका 30 रुपीज, सेलिंग प्राइस 50। तो सबसे पहले कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन इज इक्वल टू सेलिंग प्राइस माइनस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट। सो इट इज हाउ मच, आपका 50 माइनस दिस 20, ठीक है। सो सेलिंग प्राइस इज 50, दिस इज आपका 30, 20 कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन। हाउ वी कैलकुलेट ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, आपका ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट इज इक्वल टू फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय कंट्रीब्यूशन, ठीक है। तो फिक्स कॉस्ट इज हाउ मच, आपका 1,50,000, ठीक है, 1,50,000 डिवाइड बाय आपका कितना 20, ठीक है। सो डिवाइड बाय 20। सो कंट्रीब्यूशन मींस इट इज कंट्रीब्यूशन टुवर्ड द रिकवरी ऑफ फिक्स कॉस्ट आपका, ठीक है। इट इज कंट्रीब्यूशन टुवर्ड द रिकवरी ऑफ फिक्स कॉस्ट आपका, ठीक है। सो कंट्रीब्यूशन आप कितना होता है ये 75,000 7,500 यूनिट्स आपका। इफ दे आस्क यू इन वॉल्यूम, so 7,500 into आपका selling price, that is your volume in this particular case. That means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Any doubt guys? किसी का कोई डाउट है तो आप प्लीज अपने डाउट बताएंगे, ठीक है। बाकी ये लोग भी ये सारे हमने डिस्कस किए हैं, एक बार देखिएगा अगर कोई किसी का डाउट होगा। इट इज बी आपका, नॉट ए, इट इज बी आपका, एंड आंसर इज करेक्ट, ठीक है। ठीक है दोस्तों, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं। सो दिस इज आपका कमर्शियल अप्रेजल। अप्रेजल इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन, ठीक है, ध्यान रखेंगे इसको। चलो आगे और दिस आल्सो, दिस चार्ट आल्सो, ये चार्ट बहुत बार पूछा जाता है आपको एग्जामिनेशन के अंदर, ठीक है। सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल अराउंड दिस वन। हाँ, एक क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे भी मिल सकता है, वो आपको दे सकता है, ठीक है, एनालिसिस इंटरप्रिटेशन के लिए। नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement is true regarding the assessment of business activity viability for term loan appraisal, ठीक है। term loan appraisal का अगर आप let's say if you are checking the viability of that particular business, it is going to work or not, so which is correct आपका in this particular situation, क्या होगा आंसर? Anyone who want to answer this question? The viability of business activity determined by the projecting sale and production cost over entire loan period, ठीक है। For term loan appraisal, only financial projection for the next year is required to assess the business viability. Statement 3 आपका, the cash surplus generated from operation must be sufficient to cover the annual loan installments, ठीक है। अब देखो यहाँ पे दो स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट है, दीज टू स्टेटमेंट आर 100% ट्रू, बट दिस इज रॉन्ग, ठीक है। इट शुड बी आपका नॉट फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर, फॉर द एंटायर लोन पीरियड आपका, ठीक है। तो जितना भी समय का आपका लोन टेन्योर है उतने समय में हमारा रिकवरी होना चाहिए। सो व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर? सी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन। वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन, वेरी गुड नाइस। नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement about DSCR, debt service coverage ratio, is are correct? बहुत बार पूछा जाता है आपको DSCR, ठीक है। So DSCR basically generally tell us about the overall आपका that company's ability to pay off their long term debt आपका, ठीक है। So how they are going to pay off their long term debt, that is आपका DSCR, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे statement क्या है, and we have to find out the correct statement, ठीक है। तो क्या होगा, DSCR is calculated by dividing net profit plus depreciation, ठीक है। net profit plus depreciation, other non-cash expenses, interest on the term loan by the sum of interest of term loan, installment of term। हाँ बिल्कुल सही है, पहला स्टेटमेंट है। DSCR 2 और above indicate higher आपका high payment capacity, not the low payment capacity, ठीक है। And average DSCR of 1.5% is considered reasonable आपका, ठीक है। reasonable, ठीक है, बिल्कुल सही है ना, reasonable. It suggests that after the payment of installment and interest, a surplus of 0.5 is left. This is the surplus of 0.5, ठीक है, 100% true. In the early years of loan, DSCR may be lower आपका than 1.5. The lender may consider reducing the loan installment initially. True. A higher DSCR provide margin of safety for the lender as it indicate borrower can repay loan comfortably. True. ठीक है। So 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5 means option 3 C should be right answer for this particular one. Correct है? C आपका correct answer होगा दोस्तों, ठीक है। Option C will be right answer for this one. Very very important one, हाँ बिल्कुल भी मिस मत कीजिएगा इसको। So there is in case of project appraisal, we have 8 stages, 8 different components through which we generally analyze or evaluate or appraise that particular project, okay? And the 8th point is commercial appraisal. That is very very important one, And when it comes to the commercial appraisal, so it is something how that particular project is going to generate income or cash flows, ठीक है. तो उसके लिए we have so many areas. By these particular areas we generally try to judge the overall performance आपका, ठीक है, which include आपका areas like break even points आपका, ठीक है, break even point, we have contribution, ठीक है, so contribution, we have margin of safety, ठीक है, margin of safety, we have cost volume profit analysis. So these are the areas which we generally apply in that particular one, ठीक है. So there is a chance कि they can ask some numericals और आपका case studies around that particular one with multiple sort of things, ठीक है. So as this is the question which will, like, with the help of 2-3 questions and all, I'll try to build your understanding around these many areas. We have discussed those particular things in detail in our concept video as well, ठीक है. So a company's fixed cost is 1,50,000 and the variable cost per unit is 30 rupees. If the selling price per unit is 50, so what is break-even sales volume? Okay, they have asked you break-even sales volumes. Okay. So now see, this is a very simple question and it is only about the break-even numbers. It can be around the contribution, margin of safety or other areas also. Okay. So how we will calculate this particular one? Yes, being I can not see your complete name आपका. You are saying A will be right answer for this one. How come? How we calculate break even point? I guess your answer is wrong. चलो, we'll see this particular one. So when it comes to the break even point आपका, ठीक है, so break even point is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution, ठीक है. So fixed cost divided by contribution. So now in this particular case, fixed cost is आपका how much? 1,50,000, ठीक है. So 1,50,000 divided by contribution. How we calculate contribution? Contribution is equal to, how we calculate contribution? It is equal to, I'll mention formulas here also, ठीक है. So it is आपका selling price minus variable cost per unit, ठीक है. Selling price minus variable cost. Margin of safety is estimated sales minus break even sales, ठीक है, break even sales divided by estimated sales into 100, ठीक है. This is your margin of safety, ठीक है. And cost volume profit analysis, profit is equal to sales minus cost आपका, ठीक है. So this is the one, ठीक है. Now in this particular situation आपका 1,50,000, your contribution is equal to how much? 50 minus 30, so contribution is 20. So if you divide this particular one 20, so it should come around कितना? 7.5 thousand आना चाहिए, ठीक है. कितना आना चाहिए आपका? Yes, 7,500 should be right answer for this particular one. Understood, guys? You got this particular one. So in that concept video also, I try to explain this particular one in detail. And there are high probability, okay, with one case study they can ask you multiple question without options, okay, so they'll ask you to enter this particular numbers in the with the help of virtual keyboard, okay. So this was the area आपका commercial appraisal, which is the 8th point आपका, and very important one, because if other variables are in favor also, and if this is in something where we are having some sort of risk, that means there is like that basically the commercial appraisal is all about how that project is going to generate cash for the organization, ठीक है. तो अगर ये चीज आपका सब कुछ सही है, then only they'll be able to generate profit and then they'll be able to make payments toward the EMIs and all, ठीक है. Yes, हाँ बिल्कुल right, second answer was correct आपका, कुणाल sir also very good. So these are the areas which you have to take care आपका, ठीक है. चलो एक 2-3 क्वेश्चन और प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं जल्दी से आपका, then we'll come to the statement based or application based question, ठीक है. Maruti India manufacturing cars at fixed cost of 2 lakh and variable cost of 40,000 per car. Sales price आपका 80,000. During the year they sold 30 cars. So what is the profit of this particular company? What will be your answer for this one? Again very easy question, ठीक है. So profit is equal to आपका sales minus आपका cost, ठीक है, sales minus cost. So sales in this particular case आपका sales is equal to आपका selling price into number. So selling price is how much? कितने में बेच रहे हैं आपका 30 cars at आपका 80,000, ठीक है. So 8 3 12 आपका, ठीक है. So it is sorry 24 आपका, ठीक है. So 24 lakhs is their sales, ठीक है. And cost is आपका, cost is equal to आपका fixed cost plus variable cost. फिक्स कॉस्ट वी हैव हाउ मच, आपका फिक्स कॉस्ट इज 2 लाख, ठीक है, फिक्स कॉस्ट इज 2 लाख, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट पर यूनिट इनटू नंबर्स आपका, ठीक है, 30 इनटू आपका 40,000, ठीक है, सो 8 3 जा 12, सो 12 लाख आपका, सो इट इज 14 lakhs. 14 lakhs means their profit will be, this is आपका 14 lakhs, ठीक है, cost is 14 lakhs and this is, so 10 lakh will be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है, so 10 lakh means आपका option C should be right answer for this particular question. Correct है, सब लोग आपका align है, ठीक है. If you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section, so I'll try to build your understanding around this particular one also, ठीक है. चलो next one. A company produce and sell a product for 100 rupees. The variable cost per unit is 60. Fixed cost is आपका 50,000. If company sell 1,000 unit, what is contribution margin? ठीक है. So contribution margin. So what will be your correct answer? Very simple question. हाँ. क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर इस क्वेश्चन के लिए आपका? सो हाउ वी कैलकुलेट कंट्रीब्यूशन इज इक्वल टू सेलिंग प्राइस माइनस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, ठीक है. सो सेलिंग प्राइस इज हाउ मच, आपका 100 रुपीज एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन इज सॉरी आपका वेरिएबल कॉस्ट इज आपका कितना 60 रुपीज, ठीक है. सो 40 रुपीज इज देयर कंट्रीब्यूशन मार्जिन, 40 into 1,000 that means 40,000 should be right answer for this particular question, ठीक है. ये भी समझ में आ गया सबको, ठीक है. So contribution margin for this particular company is आपका 40,000 and if you have to calculate based on this particular one, if you have to calculate the break even point also, so how we'll calculate break even point आपका fixed cost divide by contribution. So fixed cost is आपका how much, fixed cost is आपका 50,000 divided by 40 and outcome is your आपका contribution margin. Basically contribution is toward the recovery of fixed cost आपका, ठीक है. Contribution का मतलब है यहाँ पे recovery toward the fixed cost of that particular one, ठीक है. A company has fixed cost of 1 lakh and variable cost is 5 rupees per unit and company sell its product at 10 rupees. What is company's break even point? ये निकल जाएगा सबसे, थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, ठीक है सभी लोग. हालांकि आसान क्वेश्चन है but I'm expecting or assuming कि everybody will be able to answer. There is no one knows. देखो प्रोजेक्ट के related आपका they can give you one case study and that case study will be driven around these particular thing. And commercial appraisal things is very important one for all of us. So we have to be very careful for this one. ठीक है. So basically 1 lakh divided by 5. ठीक है. That is your answer for this particular one. ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer? A will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है. यहां तक क्लियर है. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Margin of safety, ठीक है. So now the next question is around margin of safety. So what will be your answer for margin of safety? How we calculate margin of safety? Estimated sales minus break-even sales divided by estimated sales into 100. That is the formula for this particular one, ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer for this one? Companies estimated sales आपका कितना है 90 lakhs, ठीक है. So margin of safety is equal to estimated sales, estimated sales minus break-even sales, break-even sales divided by estimated sales आपका, ठीक है, estimated sales into 100. This is the formula, ठीक है. So estimated sales is आपका 90 lakhs minus break-even sales आपका 40 lakhs divided by 90 into 100, ठीक है. So outcome is your answer, ठीक है. That means 50 divided by 90 into 100. So what will be your correct answer? कितना होता है आपका 50 divided by 90 into 100, so it is आपका 55.555. So 55.555, that means आपका option C will be right answer for this particular question. यहाँ तक किसी का कोई doubt? Any query guys? If you have any doubt, please do let me know. I'll try to build your understanding around these particular things. Very important one, ठीक है. Next question आपका very simple question. You have to calculate the profit and it is doable, ठीक है. जल्दी से solve कर लेते हैं इसको भी. Fixed cost आपका 50, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट 10, आपका टोटल यूनिट प्रोड्यूस्ड आपका 2000, ठीक है. सेलिंग प्राइस इज 40 एंड सो वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट 2000 यूनिट दे हैव सोल्ड, ठीक है, एंड वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट प्रॉफिट आपका, ठीक है. सो व्हाट विल बी योर प्रॉफिट? सेल्स इज आपका 2000 इंटू 40 आपका, ठीक है. सो 2000 इंटू 40 दैट इज 80,000, ठीक है. 80,000 8 लाख आपका, सॉरी, ठीक है, इट इज 8 लाख आपका, ठीक है. माइनस कॉस्ट इज आपका फिक्स कॉस्ट 50,000, ठीक है. 50,000 माइनस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट आपका 10 इंटू 2000 20, सॉरी इट इज 80,000 ओनली, ठीक है. 80,000 आपका माइनस 50,000 माइनस 2000 यूनिट्स एट दिस 20,000, ठीक है. So 70,000. So 10,000 will be right answer for this one. So profit of this particular company is how much? 10,000. So second will be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है? So these are the areas. Please do take care around these particular things. And I have already we have already discussed these concept around these particular things. ठीक है? कॉन्सेप्ट पार्ट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वन. ठीक है, तो आपको कॉन्सेप्ट को बहुत अच्छे से समझ लेना है. और इफ यू नीड एनी हेल्प फ्रॉम माय साइड, प्लीज फील फ्री टू रीच मी ऑन टेलीग्राम. ठीक है, आई विल ट्राई माय बेस्ट टू हेल्प यू आउट इन दीज रिमेनिंग डेज. एंड माय फुल concentration will be around ABM in the coming 7 to 8 days आपका. ठीक है, चलो तो अब हम लोग आते हैं आपका पहले क्वेश्चन के ऊपर. ठीक है, सो व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर? How does margin of safety assist in managerial decision making? It calculates the extent of level of various costs, measure how much sales can drop before business, and ensure fixed costs are absorbed into the production and determine the tax impact. What will be your correct answer for this one, guys? Anyone who want to answer this particular question? क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर इस क्वेश्चन का आपका? इट मेजर हाउ मच सेल्स कैन ड्रॉप बिफोर business incur loss. This is आपका statement A only the right answer. Let's say break even point आपका break even point for this marker producing company is 10 lakh. ठीक है, so this is the benchmark. ठीक है, this is the benchmark. अब इससे ऊपर let's say they are आपका their overall sales number is आपका their sales is आपका suppose that 12 lakh. So the gap between these two 10 lakh and 12 lakh आपका, ठीक है, this 2 lakh is basically their margin of safety. If that company breaches this margin of safety, that means they'll come down below the break even point and they'll enter into the losses आपका. ठीक है, so option A only should be right answer for this particular question आपका. ठीक है, करेक्ट है दोस्तों. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन आपका, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. प्लीज क्विकली गो थ्रू द क्वेश्चन एंड ट्राई टू आंसर दिस वन ऑल्सो. ठीक है, तो रेगुलर बेसिस पर आपका वी विल बी प्रैक्टिसिंग थिंग्स. तो कोशिश करेंगे आपका चीज़ों को बहुत अच्छे से समझने की, और आई ट्राई माई बेस्ट कि आपको कॉन्सेप्ट पार्ट पे भी चीज़ें मिलती रहे और आपका थियोरटिकल और फंडामेंटल एस्पेक्ट भी हम लोग आपका डिस्कस करते रहे. ठीक है, सो विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट अबाउट टर्म लोन एंड प्रोजेक्ट फाइनेंसिंग is are correct. ठीक है, सो टर्म लोन एंड प्रोजेक्ट फाइनेंसिंग एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, तो ऐसे ही स्टेटमेंट आपको मिलेंगे. आई कीप मैक्सिमम स्टेटमेंट रीजन आपका, जिससे जो सारा सब टॉपिक है वो हमारा आपका थोड़ा सा कवरेज हो जाए. ठीक है, अ टर्म लोन इज प्राइमरीली ग्रांटेड फॉर एक्वायरिंग कैपिटल एसेट लाइक मशीनरी, लैंड, बिल्डिंग. फर्स्ट स्लाइड जो मैंने आज का रखा था उसका ये वहां से ये क्वेश्चन है. एंड दिस इज 100% ट्रू. Repayment of term loan is usually made from the operating sales of the business. Repayment आपका which we generally if it comes to this particular one, it is generally from the आपका कहाँ से हम लोग लेके चलते हैं आपका फ्यूचर अर्निंग्स, आपका जो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी एंड ऑल है उनसे हम लोग इसको जो प्रोजेक्ट की वाइबिलिटी से हमें जो रिटर्न मिल रहे होते हैं ऑल. आई नॉट कंसिडर दिस वन. इन केस ऑफ अ टर्म लोन फॉर अ न्यू बिजनेस, अ डिटेल असेसमेंट ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट and mean of finance is required. 100% true. Repayment period of term loan is generally between 3 years to 10 years आपका. This is also correct. Working capital margin is excluded from the total cost of project. No, it is included आपका. This is wrong. Contingency expense are included as part of the project cost to cover unexpected cost escalation. True आपका. ठीक है, ये हमने पढ़ा था लास्ट में आपका. ठीक है, आई होप यू रिमेंबर दैट पर्टिकुलर सेशन. ठीक है, तो वहां पे दिस वाज द पॉइंट आपका. देयर इज वन टर्म आई एम जस्ट मिसिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर टर्म. ठीक है, सो दैट इज लेट्स से इफ द कॉस्ट goes beyond the expected cost. ठीक है, let's say the overall estimated cost was 1000 crores. Now it went beyond that particular one. So we do provide the finance facilities on these kind of project appraisals things and all. It can be pre-agreements or at the time of occurrence also. ठीक है, टर्म लोन आर टिपिकली रीपेड फ्रॉम द फ्यूचर अर्निंग्स ऑफ द बिजनेस. हाँ देखो यहाँ पे ये आपका इट इज क्लियरली मेंशन्ड आपका हियर. ठीक है, दैट मेक दिस स्टेटमेंट क्लियर कट रॉन्ग of the business rather than from the current sales realization and all. ठीक है, so 1 3 4 6 7 option A only should be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है, तो A only will be right answer for this particular question. Very good guys, awesome. Other also try at least try to answer these questions. देखो try करने में कोई हर्जन नहीं है. If you'll go through the statement, if you'll go through the pointers and all, at least you will be able to recall or memorize these particular points. ठीक है, तो चीजें याद तभी होंगी जब हम पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है, अगर हम मतलब ऐसे रिलैक्स होकर रहेंगे तो थोड़ा सा दिक्कत आ जाएगा। अभी 1 महीना बढ़िया से मेहनत कर लेते हैं, ठीक है, तो चीजें थोड़ा सा आसान करने की कोशिश करेंगे, ठीक है। चलो नेक्स्ट वन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट आर ट्रू रिगार्डिंग द असेसमेंट ऑफ बिजनेस एक्टिविटी वायबिलिटी फॉर अ टर्म लोन अप्रेजल आपका, ठीक है। तो पूरा सेशन इन्हीं के अराउंड हमारा था, ठीक है। सो द वायबिलिटी ऑफ बिजनेस एक्टिविटी इज डिटरमाइंड बाय द प्रोजेक्टिंग सेल्स एंड प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट over the entire tenure of loan. True. For term loan appraisal, only the financial projection for the next years are required to assess. No, not only next year. It is about the entire tenure of the loan or आपका entire tenure of the project, whichever is आपका higher, ठीक है। तो जैसे let's say that project is for 5 years, but the loan taken by the company is for 10 years. So we will basically we will analyze the company's cash generation capabilities for the 10 years आपका, ठीक है। So that is the point आपका. So this is wrong statement 2. The cash surplus generated from the operation must be sufficient to cover annual loan installments and obligation. True. 1 and 3 means आपका 1 and 3 means option C should be right answer for this particular one. Clear है दोस्तों? कोई डाउट है तो प्लीज आप बताइए। आई ट्राई टू, आप लोगों के क्वेरीज डाउट्स सॉरी आपके आंसर्स मुझे नहीं मिल रहे हैं, ठीक है, कुछ लैग है क्या? चलो कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है। सो स्टेटमेंट 2 इज इनकरेक्ट आपका। टर्म लोन अप्रेजल रिक्वायर्ड प्रोजेक्शंस फॉर एंटायर टेन्योर नॉट फॉर द जस्ट नेक्स्ट ईयर, ठीक है। जैसे हमने समझा भी था वहां पे कि इट इज जनरली आपका फॉर द एंटायर लोन टेन्योर्स और आपका तो प्रोजेक्ट लाइफ बेसिकली हमें अपने पैसे से मतलब है, तो वी जनरली कंसीडर द आपका लोन टेन्योर्स, एटलीस्ट वो हमें आपका फोकस करना होता है, ठीक है। चलो नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement are correct? Sorry, statement about DSCR, ठीक है, debt service coverage ratio is are correct, ठीक है, debt service coverage ratio, and you have to find out the correct statement about this particular one, ठीक है। तो क्या होता है आपका debt service coverage ratio आपका, how that company will meet their आपका debt obligation. It is part of the solvency ratios, ठीक है। With these kind of ratios we generally assess the long term viability of that particular firm आपका, ठीक है। तो क्या होगा correct answer? DSCR is calculated by dividing net profit plus depreciation, other non cash expenses and interest on term loan by the sum of interest on term loan and installment of term loan, ठीक है। ये हमने day 1 आपका किया था important ratios में, where we talk around the overall financial structures and all, ठीक है। Yes, 100% sir. You will see similar type of questions in your examination, full of statements and all. ठीक है, so that's why I'm like it took a lots of time to create आपका मैकमिलन की बुक को स्टडी करना thoroughly and then create questions and all. It really take like lots of time for me also, but I'm trying my best at least, क्योंकि ABM में अभी हमने ज़्यादा चीज़ें नहीं की हैं, तो I'm very worried, so that's why I'm completely focusing on ABM subject कि आपको best से best content मिल जाए, so at least you can pass this examination. For rest आपका BFM, BRBL, ABFM, we have enough content on the channel or even in the courses as well, right? चलो, so next one आपका DSCR of 2 or above indicate lower payment capacity and therefore may require extended repayment period आपका, ठीक है। तो अब क्या होगा आपका, basically when it is आपका 2 or higher than that, it is आपका it should show higher above the indicate आपका lower repayment capacity and therefore may require. Statement 2, what do you say about this particular one? It should be आपका, it should be higher repayment capacity, because if you go for the net profit plus depreciation, net profit plus others, हाँ it should be higher आपका, not lower आपका, it should be higher, ठीक है, it should be higher आपका, ठीक है। So this is wrong. An average DSCR of 1.50 is considered reasonable as it suggests that after the payment of installments and interest a surplus is left, और जितना ऊपर होगा, हाँ देखो यहाँ से लिंक कर सकते हैं, और जितना ही ज्यादा होगा that is a positive side, ठीक है। The in the early years of loan the DSCR may be lower than 1.5 and the lender may consider reducing the loan installment initially. A higher DSCR provide margin of safety for lender as it indicate borrowers can repay the loan comfortably with the greater surplus. So 1345, sorry 1345 हाँ, ऑप्शन सी शुड बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. सी शुड बी राइट आंसर गाइस. ठीक है, दिस स्टेटमेंट 2 इज रॉन्ग, 4 इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. ठीक है, सो द अर्ली ईयर्स ऑफ लोन द DSCR may lower than this particular one, because what we are doing, we are having some sort of आपका reducing base. ठीक है, initially we are just charging the interest amount, and then gradually आपका we will increase the portion of आपका principal. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से we can manage this one. ठीक है, so only statement incorrect is statement 2 आपका, because higher DSCR above 2 indicate higher repayment capacity of the firm itself or for the business itself, right? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next question on your screen. Please quickly go through the question. Everyone guys, quickly. At least try. ठीक है, my only request to all of you, एक बार ट्राई जरूर करें. ठीक है, सही गलत का टेंशन अभी नहीं लेना है. ठीक है, so which of the following statement about principle of lending are correct? ठीक है, this is very simple question and understandable. आप थोड़ा सा भी इसको ध्यान रखेंगे तो आपका ये आसानी से बन जाएगा. ठीक है, so safety is most important principle of lending, ensuring that the money lent is secure and will be repaid आपका. ठीक है, तो हमारे उसमें there were 5 C's आपका. ठीक है, usually we have 7 C's of credit. ठीक है, so first statement is correct. Liquidity focus on ensuring that money is lent is tie up for long term period to maximize the return. No, liquidity means how easily we can convert those particular asset into cash. So long term period, if you have given loan for the long term period, that is not going to help to liquidate those particular asset. Okay, so this statement is wrong. Profitability is an essential principle, ensuring that the bank earn a fair returns, pay dividend to stakeholders. True. Diversification of risk means that bank should concentrate. No, this is आपका diversification and contraction, आपका concentration. These are the आपका antonyms. ठीक है, kind of. ठीक है, so concentration risk is something where we have created most of assets with a similar or with the same sector or economy and all. ठीक है, so diversification is means investing or creating assets among the multiple industries or sectors and all. ठीक है, that is the one. Security is only considered as a backup in case of default and should not be should not be sole consideration when judging a loan 100% true. So security, like if you go for pledge, hypothecation, mortgage and anything else, so that is a kind of a end things आपका, कि जब नहीं दे पा रहा तो we can recover with that one, but that is not a sole things जिसके basis पे we are going to decide things आपका. ठीक है, we also check the overall आपका that appraisals के 8 points आपका, they are very important one. ठीक है, so 135 means yes, option C should be right answer for this one. Very good guys, awesome. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Principle of lending, please do remember these one. ठीक है, safety, liquidity, profitability, purpose, diversification and security. ठीक है, whenever it comes to the cardinal principle of lending, these 6 principles are applies, and we have 7 C's of credit also. ठीक है, 7 C's of credit, so these are the one. ठीक है, so we have character, capacity, capital, collaterals, conditions, credit worthiness and cash flows. These are about the borrowers things आपका. ठीक है, so please do remember these particular one, they have given in your book also. ठीक है, so I'm going through आपका with every topic, I'm going through your Macmillan book only, and then only I'm creating the questions and all. So like ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए ना कि आप लोगों का टाइम आपका मतलब बर्बाद जाए. ठीक है, because this time is very crucial. आपका एक ही चीज की प्रॉब्लम है हम आपका CIB एस्पिरेंट के साथ, because most of working as a branch manager and all, and timing is like 8 PM 10 PM and all. ठीक है, so that's why I'm trying my best to help you out with this particular one. चलो अगला question guys, regarding credit appraisal and credit risk assessment. ठीक है, credit appraisal and credit risk आपका assessment in case of term loan or आपका in case of project appraisal and all. ठीक है, so what will be your correct answer for this one? A credit appraisal primarily focus on verification of submitted. No, it is not only about the verification of submitted document. It is about the overall evaluation of that particular project and all. Okay, so the first statement is wrong. The shift in modern credit appraisal focus more on measuring inherent credit risk rather than the subjective judgment. Field verification help assess the management quality and operational level of the applicants, especially in case of आपका any term loan or project financing and all. We generally check their capacities and capabilities to execute that particular project. Credit risk can arise due to both internal and external factors. Without any doubt, correct. Borrower credit proposal will always be accepted if documents are in order. No, this is wrong. There is nothing called always. We have to check the viability of that particular project जिसके लिए हम ये loan दे रहे हैं. ठीक है, this is wrong. Credit risk ratings models involve assigning scores to various risk components to assess overall credit worthiness. It can be used. A credit proposal may be rejected if it violates the bank credit policy, even with a good credit score. Yes. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. ठीक है, option B should be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, yes. So option B is the right answer for this one. अगर किसी statement में if you are having some sort of doubts and all, please do let me know. I'll try to explain that particular one. ठीक है. Now the question is around the 7 C's. We just have gone through this particular one. ठीक है. तो ये question आपका, because what if you go through your module C ना, there are two time आपका I have seen these C's और आपका the cardinal principle of your landings. ठीक है. एक तो first topic में उन्होंने दिए है unit आपका 17, and even in unit 20th also they have mentioned around the 5 C's of the credit. ठीक है, तो एक probability बनती है, they might ask one question around this one also. ठीक है, so character which refer to the borrower's willingness to repay the loan based on the reputations and conduct. ठीक है, true. Capacity evaluate the borrower's income or cash generating ability to repay. Then capital आपका refer to the financial stake or net worth of the borrowers has the business. ठीक है. Collateral आपका represent the security offered to the lender to cover to recover in case of default. Condition आपका involve assessing the economic environment and industry specific factors. Credit worthiness to assess through credit reports, financial due diligence. Cash flows refer to the borrower's ability to generate operational income regularly. All are correct. ठीक है, so these all statements are correct in this particular one. ठीक है, हाँ, module B का MCQ sir will be doing this Sunday. ठीक है, this Sunday I'll come up with a marathon session at 5 PM or 7 PM. I'll let you know in the group itself. ठीक है, and we will be having a आपका this is module C only. Sorry, module B का आपका फर्स्ट विल बी डूइंग मॉड्यूल बी आपका पूरा सीक्वेंस वाइज. ठीक है, सो मॉड्यूल बी वी विल बी डूइंग आपका यूनिट वाइज मैराथन दिस संडे इटसेल्फ. ठीक है, देन अनदर सेट आपका मॉड्यूल वाइज रिवीजन इन ऑल. ठीक है, सो दैट विल बी डूइंग द कमिंग वीक इटसेल्फ. तो अगले वीक में आपका पूरे मैराथन होंगी, संडे से स्टार्ट होगा. रेगुलर बेसिस पे आई विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग यू कंटेंट फॉर दी आपका कॉन्सेप्ट समरीज एंड ऑल, एज वेल एज we'll be having some live sessions regarding the marathon session. ठीक है, तो जहाँ पे what I'll try to do first set आपका unit wise discussion. I just want to देखो यहाँ पे सारे units important हैं. If you are falling in a trap कि ये important है ये नहीं है, आप गलत जा रहे हो. Topic के अंदर there are some sub topics which are most important or which can be eliminated. That strategy is fine. But if you are having some sort of कि ये मॉड्यूल इंपॉर्टेंट है ये नहीं है और ये टॉपिक इंपॉर्टेंट है ये नहीं है, दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ अ ट्रैप. ठीक है, सो आई विल नॉट रिकमेंड दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स गाइस. ठीक है, चलो, which of the following statement regarding working capital in operating cycle are correct? So first we will be having module B marathon, then आपका A B C D all आपका, then final marathon also. ठीक है, चलो, तो first working capital in operating cycle. The very first slide of our today's concept class and even yesterday also we talk around the working capital things only, and आज का जो था that is around the comparison. So क्या होगा करेक्ट आंसर? दिस इज, अब ये सबसे बन जाना चाहिए क्योंकि कल हमने पूरा एक डिस्कशन इसी के अराउंड आपका किया था. ठीक है, वर्किंग कैपिटल इंक्लूड रॉ मटेरियल, फिनिश गुड, रिसीवेबल्स एंड अदर एक्सपेंसेस आपका. ट्रू. वर्किंग कैपिटल नीड रिमेन कांस्टेंट इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ कंपनी साइज और नॉट. दिस इज आपका रॉन्ग. ठीक है, इट वेरी विद द साइज एंड ऑल. ठीक है, अगर even it depend on the cash to cash cycle also. ठीक है, bank prefer to provide need based working capital finance to avoid misuse of the fund. Yes, The operating cycle start with cash and end with realization of sales proceed and all. Okay. So statement fourth is also correct. It is generally known as cash to cash cycle. The duration of operating cycle has no impact. It has a major impact आपका अगर आपका जो working capital cycle और operating cycle is larger, you will be requiring more working capital. If it is smaller, like जैसे utility companies का we have taken one example. ठीक है. In case of utility companies like electricity generation companies, railways or transport companies, they have current cash. ठीक है. जैसे हम travel करते तो पैसा मिलता है, then they can use that particular money. They do not require that much of आपका working capital. But there is a business where like a construction company who is creating constructing infrastructure like road, highways and all. So their gestation period is आपका longer in that particular situation. ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer? 134. 134 means आपका option B should be right answer for this particular. Very good guys. Awesome. ठीक है. ठीक है. Clear है आपका? It is clear everyone. हाँ. Thank you so much, sir. I wish कि this work in your CIB examination. I have only worries. I'm very confident about BFM, ABFM, BRBL. But the only thing is like I have delivered very less content around the आपका this ABM subject. So that's why I'm dedicating my 8 days, morning, evening, आपका और recorded live everything. So you can like if you score 50 plus ना, I'll be very relaxed कि आने वाले पेपर्स में वी कैन कॉम्पनसेट. ठीक है. सो दैट इज माई ओनली रिक्वेस्ट कि अच्छे से आपको ये चीजें एटलीस्ट जो चीजें अभी आपको डिलीवर की जा रही हैं, आई एम डूइंग थॉरो रिसर्च, गोइंग थ्रू लाइक माई सेल्फ, आई एम गोइंग थ्रू द स्टेटमेंट्स एवरीथिंग एंड देन वी आर पिकिंग दोज स्टेटमेंट्स, उनको थोड़ा सा ट्वीक करना, कैसे एग्जैक्ट स्टेटमेंट रखना, वो सारी चीजें, एंड इट टुक लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम. ठीक है. तो आई रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू, प्लीज गो थ्रू दीज थिंग्स and take this seriously, and I'll be today night itself I'll be uploading all the PDF whatever session I have done, and I'll be making some module wise mock for all of you so you can practice and you can revise these things and all. ठीक है. चलो fine. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct regarding non-fund based facilities? तो you have given 6 statement. One आपका statement 2, then we have 3, then we have 4, ठीक है, then we have 5, then we have 6. ठीक है. Yesterday also we practiced similar set of questions and all. ठीक है. And one more question around this particular one. ठीक है. So what will be your correct answer for this one? So non-fund facilities involve immediate cash flow. First one is incorrect. Again, bank guarantee is facility where the bank undertake to discharge the liability of the borrowers to third party. आपका statement 2 is correct. Again, letter of credit is non-fund based facility where the bank guarantee the payments of the seller's goods immediately. Again, not immediately आपका. ठीक है. So this statement can be wrong also. It is not immediately. There is when it comes, देखो यहाँ तक this statement is right, but it is not immediately. ठीक है. Immediate is nothing. Like it is first of all, if it is a usance bill, ठीक है, it is we have a future date आपका, ठीक है, after the LOD. ठीक है. So after receiving that LOD, we have it can be usance, it can be demand. If it is demand, so even we are, let's say if seller is sending those particular one, we are not making payment right now. We are making payment when we are receiving the LOD itself. ठीक है. But in other case also, it can be after receiving those particular documents आपका there is a 30 days, 60 days, 90 days period आपका, that is usance bill. ठीक है. So that is आपका this statement is also wrong. ठीक है. I'll not go for this one. These two statement are wrong so far. ठीक है. Underwriting and credit guarantee are declining due to the advent of merchant banking. This can be say that because nowadays we have a separate business called merchant banking for these kind of things. Derivative product offered by bank provided non-fund credit support to customers, allowing them to hedge their risk 100% through आपका. ठीक है. Clear है. ठीक है. Derivatives are generally part of the आपका off balance sheet exposure, and they generally fall under the your non-fund based services. Performance guarantee and financial guarantee are primarily used to secure capital goods and long-term loans. No, this is wrong. Okay? Performance guarantee and yesterday only we discussed around these two tools. They are part of the working capital loan, not for this particular one. Okay? So this statement is also wrong. So what will be your correct answer? What we have to find out? Correct statement, yes. So 245. 245 means option B should be right answer for this particular one. Correct है दोस्तों? Yes, B will be right answer. Munna sir, very very good evening. Yes. So every day we'll be doing these kind of practice and all, and your participation is highly appreciated. I just want कि आप इसको लाइव देखो, आपका रिकॉर्डेड देखो, बट कंज्यूम करो, कंटेंट को कंज्यूम करेंगे तो आपका डेफिनेटली हेल्प मिलेगी. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट वन. So when it comes to the non-fund based आपका, these are the areas which are generally part of these are the services which we generally provide to our customer, and usually आपका we have different mode. ठीक है, so non-fund are mostly these things can be contingent also. Okay, this is it. ठीक है, thank you, see you tomorrow guys. Thank you.